That's all I'm saying. Fucking Glorilla just won a goddamn BT award.
A gospel BET award. She's not gospel.
And she ain't gospel at all. That's what I'm saying. Once you link that bridge together and get people, the influencers, in place where they need to be with people of political status, it could be something powerful. That's all I'm saying. Don't discount it.
Yeah. And I got to say to that point, I love that you said, Dimitri, because external influence gives you internal leverage. Glorilla's external influence gave her internal leverage to win a gospel genre award, where I like Glow, but she's not gospel. And the gospel community genre was going crazy. They're like, we love Glow. Anybody can praise, but she's not gospel. And I want to say this really quick because I want to give our Black folks just some tips on how do you gain some corporate leverage, some corporate power, right? Ownership. It gives you equity. Can you invest? Can you have stock in it? Can you own your own corporation? Climbing to the executive ladder. Can you become an executive, a CEO, a CFO, some kind of executive in that corporation that you're involved in? Build or lead your own powerful brand or product. Judge Lauren just talked about that, right? You, instead of being an influencer for these products, build or lead your own product and get influencers to influence that. Control your relationship, data, or capital. Meaning, if you're the owner, you control your capital. If you're the owner, you control your data. You also control your relationships. Lastly, you have to be able to influence the boardroom. Because at the end of the day, if you have no influence over the boardroom or decision makers, guess what? You have no fucking influence. And we have to learn how to do that and learn that once I influence a boardroom, that gives me external influence. I then have internal leverage. Let me learn how to use my internal leverage to work for the people who I want it to have the most impact on.
I also think that if you feel like that's a little above that great advice is a little above where you are, we can also think about finding folks in your workplace who are a little above you in terms of seniority and trying to get mentorship from them. And you don't even have to use the M mentorship word. Just ask them questions about how does one move up? How do I get up to the next level? Yep. And they may, if they're a friend, they may be willing to or able to give you some advice, some actionable advice that helps you start to move up. Because sometimes big leaps are hard, but small leaps up the corporate ladder or up the ladder at wherever you're at can be very helpful propelling your career if you can find that person who loves you enough and cares and respects you enough to give you the advice you need to keep moving up.